areas that easily puff up quickly. Round number 5, and there's that famous jab of Thomas Hearns.
Dewitt is a lot quicker than I've ever seen him attempt, because Tommy Hearns has fast hands, and he's managing to slip and avoid a lot of Tommy's punches.
There's a right hand lead.
Beautiful move by Tommy Hearns.
Snapping jab behind it. Dewitt rushing in and then unhappy with himself, saying that's not the way to do it. I'm going to work my way in.
Another left took a little low by Doug Dewitt. Good jab by Tommy Hearns.
Yep.
There's Hearns sliding to the right again.
Hearns now appearing to me, Gil, to be trying to stand his ground in the muscle department as well, to show Dewitt that he can't be muscled back. Something that Dewitt, no doubt, was hoping would work in his favor.
Now Tommy's trying a new strategy, and Dewitt's right with him.
Little showboating going on. Psychological warfare along with it.
Again, Dewitt is not going to outpoint Tommy Hearns. He's going to have to nail him with the big punch. Iran Barkley in the previous fight was winging punches. That might be Dewitt's best chance. Take a shot.
Well, he said in his interview there a moment ago that's what he was going to do. Remains to be seen.
Good right hand by Dewitt. And Tommy Hearns is copying from Dewitt. You can't hurt me. Another right hand by Dewitt.
Dewitt stays there this time. Dewitt trying to get underneath those long arms. Hearns just ties him up. Under 20 seconds we go in round 5, scheduled for 12. The North American Middleweight Championship, Tommy Hearns defending against Doug Dewitt. Showtime Championship Boxing. Tim Ryan and Gil Clancy. We are ringside in Cobra Arena, Detroit, Michigan. Here's Gil.
Yeah, Tim, it was right on the upper left side of his face, and they were using the end swell on it. Bring the swelling down. Tim, I don't understand why anybody would have booed this fight thus far. You're seeing two well-conditioned, well-schooled middleweights who are letting it all hang out.
Well, I'm not sure whether it's the boos for Hearns for not getting this guy out earlier, or whether they were booing the tactics of Doug Dewitt. It's irrelevant. I agree with you. It's been a very tough first 5 rounds. We're in round 6, scheduled for 12. Now Dewitt trying to jab more here. Changing jabs with Hearns will be a losing battle.
As we said in the beginning, the key is for Dewitt to get underneath that jab. The counter for a jab is a left hook, Tim. He should be slipping the jab and trying to hit Tommy with left hooks.
That's his best punch.
And thus far, he hasn't done it, Tim. Instead, he's jabbing with Hearns.
Well, they got a couple in, and then he got 3 back. There's a good move inside by Dewitt, and heavy left hand landed. Hearns counter punches back.
And Dewitt is talking to him again. I don't know whether it's X-rated, but he's talking to him. Scoring points with that left hand.
Hitting on the break warning from the referee, Robert Watson. Now Dewitt pressing Hearns in the corner. Landed a left hand. ties him up. There's a cut over the right eye of Thomas Hearns. And I think it came from a punch, a left hand by Dewitt, I believe. Referee Watson went over to the NABF rep, who was Larry Hazard. So there was a discussion about whether it was a butt or not.
It looks like an angry cut.
Yes, it is. Thomas Hearns in trouble.
Tim, he has a bad cut over his right eye.
Doug Dewitt in round number 6.
Good right hand by Tommy Hearns. But again,
not sure what that discussion would have been between the referee and Larry Hazard.
Well, he may have told Larry Hazard that it was a butt. I'd like to find out.
Yeah, well, I can't be sure, but I thought it was from a punch. There's the end of round number 6. Thomas Hearns comes back with blood streaming.
Tim, that's an angry cut.
Ralph Citro will go to work in the Hearns corner. We will try and determine what the discussion was between the referee and Larry Hazard. Hazard trying to get the referee's attention right now.
That's why he's trying to get to the corner, keep it out of the ring. You broke 3 hands, and after you broke in the second, you went right back to that corner.
From the reaction in the corner of Dewitt, it appears that they're going to call it a butt.
I ruled that an accidental butt.
Accidental butt is the rule. It came from Larry Hazard, who was the supervisor at ringside. Now, Gil, should he have the call ahead of the referee?
No.
The referee is on the action in the ring.
Tim, absolutely not. Tim, absolutely not, Tim. The referee has to make the call.
All right, now let's see. Well, that's just a little right hand. I believe it occurred just before that. Maybe we can try and get that replay back for you. Can't promise, but it was a punch before what we just showed you, that if it was a punch that did the damage, it was a left hand. If it was a butt, the way Larry Hazard saw it, it was ruled an accidental butt.
Tim, 2 bad things can happen to Tommy Hearns on account of this cut. Number 1, the cut itself is a terrible cut. The fight could be stopped. And number 2, it gives Dewitt that extra confidence, that extra adrenaline sometimes can change a fight. I've seen fighters that they thought they were dead tired. And all of a sudden they cut the other guy and it's like a breath of fresh air, a breath of oxygen.
Round 7, some blood from the nose of Doug Dewitt now. But the cut bleeding over the right eye of Thomas Hearns. It appears to be high on his eyebrow, closer to his nose than the corner of his eye.
It's a bad cut.
And bleeding directly down into his eye.
And now Tommy Hearns is having to fight Dewitt's fight. No more jabbing. Now they're going to war. He has to try to get Dewitt out of there. And by doing that, get nailed himself.
Well, again, we've had one upset already tonight. Iran Barkley over James Kinchin, the number 1 ranked middleweight. And Gil, I have to keep going back to my continuing question about Hearns as a middleweight. Although Dewitt has the reputation, nobody's knocked him down. I still have to question the punching power at 160 pounds of Thomas Hearns.
Well, Tim, up to this point, he's nailed Dewitt with some pretty good shots and nothing's happened. Whether it's Dewitt's chin or the fact that Tommy really doesn't have that much power as a middleweight, we still don't know. He looks so big and strong, Tommy. He looks like a full-fledged middleweight, maybe even a light heavyweight from the waist up. But he's hit Dewitt again. Good shots. Look at Dewitt. Dewitt's using the heel of his glove. He's hooking back on that cut.
Oh, a good sneak move by Hearns, who just stood there. As soon as the break was completed, he fired off a tough combination to the face of Dewitt.
This is a war now, Tim. As I say, Tommy had to go to war.
Round 7 scheduled for 12, a dramatic North American middleweight title fight. There's a big right hand by Hearns. Again, Dewitt didn't move. Hearns has lost only to Sugar Ray Leonard and Marvin Hagler.
Tim, if Tommy Hearns can stay around for a while, Ralph Citro's cut stuff will take a hold in there, and then that cut won't be as dangerous. It takes a little time for the cut stuff to work.
Hearns had been having his way apart from round 2 on my card until the damage in round 6.